What it is, what it do, what it is, lads and ladettes. It's your boy Dakota Griswold of Gamers, Nerds, and Geeks United, bringing you the news today from yesterday. This, of course, is Yesterday Today, where I bring you the news today that we heard of yesterday and maybe a little bit more detail came out, and I'm here to bring you the news. And first up, I want to say that this is pretty interesting. Now, we all know what King of Fighters is, and there's a mobile game called King of Fighters All-Stars, and it's okay. I don't really play it. I saw some of it, and it's cool. But what's interesting about that is probably the most unexpected and weirdest crossovers I have seen in all of gaming. There's probably been weirder, but I was not expecting this. There's a WWE crossover coming. Yes, WWE crossover. They right on the art. We have this is Rio, I do believe his name. No, Kyo. The guy with the flames on his fingers from King of Fighters, but right across from him is The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, and then behind him is The Undertaker, and behind him is Seth Rollins. I thought it was somebody. It just seems like a green floating hat and a green shirt. Oh, that's John Cena, because you can't see him, but I guess they use the most popular, most relatable superstars that people would know that they're going to put in this game in front. They got Seth Rollins in the back. Like, he ain't holding WWE on his back right now. I'm not even a watcher of WWE right now. I'll just follow whatever's going on. And, man, I stopped watching wrestling. Well, I stopped watching WWE because it's just the writing has just been a dumpster fire. And the three guys in front aren't even active. Seth Rollins is one of the most. He was champ for earlier this year and lost the belt recently, but he's one of the most active people on the roster, and he's the top guy on the roster, with Roman Reigns and other people, but he's there and he's in the back. But I know a lot of people won't recognize who he is. But getting back to it, I have no idea where this came from. This is weird. I'm not gonna play it. I'm gonna look into it, but I'm not gonna play it. It's interesting because it's WWE, and they already said, like, there's been rumors that they might collab with EA, and they got this WWE Battlegrounds games coming out. Hey man, whatever floats your boat. I don't know. I'm not here for any of it though. I'm not feeling it, but I do wish them the best in this because it seems like they're trying to get to become bigger across. They want people to just know, and they're starting to have a stronger presence in video games, and I can appreciate that. If you're gonna have legends like this, who knows? You know what? Why don't we just have SNK develop a WWE game? Maybe make it a fighting game, and everybody just has wrestling moves. That actually doesn't sound bad, honestly, now that you say it. Just imagine just being a side-scrolling fighting game, like 2D fighting game. People just, you see The Rock, he's punching, he's kicking, and then randomly a super move, he just rock bottoms you after he jumps from a comet or jumps from another planet and brings you down like in a seismic torque. I don't know. This is just an idea, but this seems cool. It seems all right. The art is pretty dope, but I'm not into this. But moving on. Now, this is something different, and I appreciate this. So, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, she's visiting random Animal Crossing islands. I kind of dig her. She's a U.S. representative, and she's pretty vocal when it comes to minorities. And with me being one, it's understandable, and I definitely appreciate it. But when in a time like this, when you're trying to reach out to people and relate to people, and she does something like this, all respects to her. All respect to her. I'm not in the political game. I don't really pay attention. I don't pay that much to it. But what I do know is she definitely likes to be very vocal for minorities, and I appreciate that. But she's showing not just minorities fans, she's showing gamers, which is just a big, vast group of people. She's showing gamers some love. And I appreciate this. And this is an article coming from Kotaku, and it says, politicians aren't exactly able to go door to door meeting folks at the moment, but Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is doing the next best thing, or maybe even the better thing, and heading out to meet folks in Animal Crossing instead. AOC put on a notice earlier today that she was planning on visiting random people's islands so she could leave a doodle or note on their bulletin board. You gotta appreciate that, man. It's just, I just want to go out there and show the people that we care. We're paying attention. Hey, hope you're okay. That's all fine. This kind of thing is always awesome. AOC is awesome. And I like calling her AOC because she sounds like a wrestler that sounds like a wrestler name. And it's dope. So wonderful, wonderful. Good on you, AOC. Good to know. Good to see you doing it. Moving on. Now, For me, it's probably 2 years too late, but because I don't really play this anymore. But Destiny 2 now has transmogging. Kudos to Bungie for this, because people have wanted this forever. People wanted this since, I do believe, Destiny 1, and it's out. It's out, and this is an article from Game Rant, and it says, while the game has had its ups and downs, Destiny 2 has remained one of the most popular live service titles on the market. The sci-fi shooter has provided hundreds, if not thousands of hours of entertainment for fans, but it has left out some highly requested features. However, one of the most sought-after changes will soon be making its way to the game. Destiny 2 is finally getting transmogrification, more frequently referred to as transmog, one of the most requested features since the early weeks of the first Destiny. Yeah, I was right. Transmog, for those unfamiliar, allows players to change the look of their gear, keeping Guardians fresh even when in less than ideal equipment. All right, you might not be able to, get this challenge and beat this boss, but at least you looking fly while you dying, And I think this is awesome. Shout out to those who still play Destiny. I lost interest in it. Destiny 2, it wasn't for me anymore. I wasn't feeling the story this time around. Destiny 2's gunplay is amazing. The gameplay is amazing. I just wasn't a fan anymore. But I know, honestly, if I went to my Xbox and cut Destiny on right now, I'd be on it for a few hours. So I'm not taking any credit there. And with them transmogging it, and say if you got you a new strong weapon, but you still want it to look a certain way, well, there you go. Now you can transmog. Moving on to the next story, we have Nintendo. Nintendo is just disappointing us right now, but it's not their fault. The world is disappointed because this COVID-19 nonsense. Not nonsense, but it's crappy, honestly. And it says, this is from Nintendo Life. Nintendo reconfirms release windows for major Switch games, and it's a pretty small list. And it's also, this isn't great. So this is as far as Japan. Japan, correct as of May 2020. So this month, this is the calendar. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition is coming out on May 29th. Clubhouse Games, the 51 Worldwide Classics, all those board games, that's coming out June 5th. The Famikai Tentai Club. I really try to pronounce Japanese words all the time, but this is just too much for me right now. But I'm guessing it's only in Japan because it's Famicom Tentai Club, Kaete Kokisha, and Ushiro and Tatsu Shouju. Yep, lost me too. Then next is Bayonetta 3, TBA. Metroid Prime 4, temporarily, TBA. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild sequel, temporarily, TBA. It ain't looking good, but now we have over here in the United States, correct as of October of last year, 2019, Xenoblade, Clubhouse, all of those same dates as from before, May 29th and June 5th, respectively. Bravely Default just says 2020. Bayonetta, TBA. Metroid Prime 4, temp, TBA. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild sequel, temp, TBA. And pretty much the same goes on for Europe, and it's disappointing, but it is what it is at the moment. I'm really hoping that in 2021, Nintendo could come back. I feel like Nintendo probably had some greatness lined up for us this year. I'm not counting them out because we still have Summer of Gaming. We have IGN's event. We have GameSpot's event. We have many events. Now, just because the Direct got canceled doesn't mean Nintendo doesn't have anything for us. I feel like they're going to drop one real good banger before the end of the year, and then they're going to go, 2021, we're going to come hard, and we're going to hit, and that's what we're going to do. And I'm talking about hit after hit after hit they're going to just keep coming at us with, and they better be ready. And I really hope that the Switch 2 comes out next year because they don't need to be that far behind the curve when it comes to visuals because it's going to be real hard to develop for them. According to some developers, it's really hard to develop for it now. I could only imagine if it's basically 2 generations behind it. I'm hoping that next year we can get a new Nintendo Switch. I want a 4K Switch, honestly. To see Breath of the Wild in 4K is something serious. And yeah, I'm just hoping that Nintendo can bounce back from this and start selling more Switches again. Give us a Switch 2, Switch Pro, whatever. They swore Switch Pro wasn't coming out anyway, and it's definitely not now. So I'm really just hoping that 2021 is the Nintendo year again. And our last bit of news, this is very interesting to me. So basically it says Amazon India announces gaming benefits for Prime members and it makes free in-game content available. Now, I know it says India, but still, I feel like this might set the precedent for what's to come in gaming and everything. And I feel like if you're going to give away free stuff, and because, you know, everybody's frowning upon microtransactions. It's being banned in certain parts of the world, and so they're going to have to find a way around that. And so if you're going to give us in-game content, and you're giving it to us free with subscriptions, I'm all down. And this is coming to you from this website. It's already May 8th. It was May 8th over there last night. And so basically, here we go. It says, Amazon India has announced that Prime members in the country will now have access to free in-game content like collectible characters, upgrades, in-game currency. In-game currency, that's straight microtransaction stuff right there. And Prime-only tournaments in a couple of popular mobile games. Mobile Legends Bang Bang, Words with Friends 2, Mafia City, and World Cricket Championship 2. Now, this is mobile. Mobile was definitely heavily surrounded by microtransactions. So I'm honestly saying, if Amazon is doing this and it's successful, I'm hoping that the rest of the game industry is going to follow suit, because microtransactions have gotten out of hand. Prime example with Call of Duty and almost anything EA multiplayer, the sports games, 2K and NBA 2K. It's crazy. And I'm just hoping that maybe this is a way like, hey, look, if you subscribe to this for a year, you get all of this stuff free. You don't have to worry about microtransactions. I hope they find a way to, you know, squeeze that in there somewhere. But yeah. This does sound like it's the start of something good. But lads and ladettes, I thank you for tuning in. I thank you. I hope you have a great day. Please don't forget to like if you did like it. If you didn't, you wasn't feeling it, just go ahead and dislike it. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when your boy is posting, and go ahead and share. Spread the word about me. Thank you so much for watching. This video is finito.